Hey everyone, Jessica Peterson here over at Simply Wow Agency and a real estate agent with the Luxure team brokered by eXp Realty. And I am so excited to have Joseph here with us today because I'm the founder of Wow Power Players. Joseph's not a Wow Power Player yet, but he's definitely a real estate agent that has always wowed me. You do an amazing job of wowing people through social media, and I know we both teach social media secrets and hacks, and I absolutely love that. And today I want to go ahead and discuss with you. I have written down something that you said once: leads in 1 hour that you can guarantee, and someone just made 16,000. But before we dive into that, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself? Because I know you've got your business marketing agency as well, and you're also a real estate agent.
Yeah, thank you. First, thank you so much for having me. It's really exciting, obviously, to be on these type of calls and power players, if you will.
Yeah.
A little bit about myself and what we've done. So in 2017, 2018, we launched a new marketing company. That marketing company has brought in over $6 million for our agents, meaning that's their take home in their pockets. Yeah. My first year in real estate, I did over $4 million. Now it's at $4 million in sales. So it's not like the most awing number, but if you keep in mind that I was also helping other people make $6 million, that's the most important thing to us, right? So yeah, those are kind of our numbers for 2018, if you will. Yeah.
And I love that your first year you did 4 million. I mean, how many first year agents can actually say that? Hey, I just did 4 million my first year.
Yeah. I guess that's a really good point. I don't ever look at it that way, I guess. You start looking at numbers and you look at the things that NAR says about real estate agents and the success rate of agents. If you look at a success rate of agents, it's really like 30% of agents actually make it. Instead of looking at the negative side, which a lot of people say 70% of agents don't make it, we try to look at the positive side and say, okay, how can we continue to increase that number? And that's one of the main goals, is to increase the number of successful new agents. And then not only just increase the number of successful new agents, but take them to $100,000, $200,000 in earnings, right?
I love that. Okay, so why don't you share with us a secret on how, as a brand new agent, you're able to do the 4 million your first year?
Yeah, I think the biggest things, obviously everybody tells you the 3,000-foot level, right? It's build relationships, but they never tell you how to build the relationships, right? So you're going to give me the base, but you're not really going to give me the actual thing that's under the base, which is the dirt, right? So for me, knowing how to market was really important in order to build the relationships that I wanted to build and not do it the old school way where I go in and give you donuts and coffee, right? I would go in and I would say, here's an example of a marketing piece that I did, a Facebook ad or a free advertisement organically. And this is how many people have seen this. So we would have posts that had 300 people that commented on it, right? So I would say, how would you like this to be one of your spec homes for your new construction property? And of course, how many new construction or builders are going to say no to that, right? So that's one of the strategies that we use, or I use, to obviously catapult my business. So I believe just over 50% of my business was new construction. And that's really unheard of for a new agent to come in and take relationships from senior agents. But we're in 2019 now, but in 2018, nobody was doing the stuff that we were doing the way we were doing it. So that allowed us to really, I don't want to say step on anybody's toes. It was just push people out of the way, for lack of better terms, to get everybody to start jumping on board on what was happening with the shift in technology, right?
Now I want a donut, Joseph.
We would, if they wanted donuts, we'd bring donuts and the marketing.
I heard donut. Now I'm a donut.
That's awesome.
Okay, so thank you for sharing that nicely. By the way, I have to share, I think it's totally cool that you're doing this. You're out in Bali. I know you live in Singapore, and I'm out here in Sarasota, Florida. So
Yeah.
It's so cool with technology, how we can all come together and connect with people and bring value. And yesterday someone said, if you could give one power tip on how to wow people,
Yeah.
what would it be? And I had to really think about that because I have my whole list, my book, the whole training, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And the number one thing is you have to genuinely care.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's amazing how many people, like you and I have had conversations, don't really care out there. And I know you care and you're passionate. And I want to say thank you for that. Okay. So I have down here in my notes, that I know that you have a program. And if anybody wants to go ahead and connect with you, you can share with us how the best way for them to reach out to you. But can you share with us something, and I don't want to have you give away the whole farm and your coaching and training, not about that at all, right?
Yeah.
That's just craziness. I had someone actually come to me and say, will you coach me for free? I'm like, yeah,
Give
sure.
me my
I have
time.
all the time in the world to do that, right? So anyhow, your tip, how one agent was able to generate, was it $16,000 in business from one Facebook post? Can you share a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so we're always looking for timely marketing, right? And looking for highlights on what's going on in the market. So for years, I've seen people post a tax post, but the tax post was not compelling enough to make people want to actually have a conversation with a real estate agent. So we posted this post. We posted in the group is what we do. So if you're part of the mastermind, we say, here's a post. We want you to go try this post. We've tried it in other markets. It seems to be working. So we said, okay, for this particular agent, she took it. I mean, she took the bull by the horn, for lack of better terms, and she posted it in, I think, 4 or 5 groups, and Facebook groups is what I'm talking about. And she generated over $16,000 in income, 4 pre-approved buyers in less than 2 weeks. So the post is really simple. It says, income or tax return season is right around the corner. If you have a 580 credit score and 2-year stable job history, we have a home for you, right? And it's very clear and concise as to what a home buyer has to have to get a home. And if they have the money right now for earnest money, even especially if they're buying a new construction home, and there's new construction deals that are going on where there's 0 down and those type of things, they could get into the home using part of their income just to hold the house for the earnest money. And so that's what happened in this particular market. This agent posted it, and now she's got a flood of leads, and 4 of them are pre-approved.
Yay, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
You know me, I always like to ask, how are you going to celebrate? That's in one of my books. Actually, it's kind of crazy. I just gave a keynote and people came up to me and said, we never thought about celebrating even little successes. A lot of people don't celebrate. How do you like to celebrate? Share with us, Joseph.
Celebrations for me. Well, obviously one of the celebrations, I don't even know if I should say this on this, but we're having a kid in May, and in order to celebrate, my wife's back in Austin working right now, but she'll be back soon, is treating myself to a trip to Bali, right? So that's kind of celebrating that part of my life. As far as celebrating the agents, the things that we do is every agent who sells through our program, if they haven't gotten a t-shirt, we send them a shirt. For me, that's really gratifying for them to send me a picture with them wearing our shirt, because they accomplished something, not because we accomplished something. So it's a $14 shirt, but it means so much to them and it means so much to us.
I love it. And that's amazing. You and I were just having the conversation this morning, how I'm an affiliate for a company. You could just put up a photo on a mug and get it out, 1 mug out from your phone, and tell people congrats and keep on hustling it. I love little things like that. You're wowing people. See, you're sharing all these gold nuggets, and I hope everyone listening can pick up on this, all little gold nuggets on ways to wow. So anything else you want to go ahead and add to any of our listeners or viewers, our amazing real estate agents who want to wow people?
Yeah, I think the main thing that I tell people that are part of our program, or just people that I come across and have conversations with, is don't follow the money, follow the people, right? Yep. Meet people where they are and then help them. And if you can continue to help people, the money's going to come. The money will actually follow you versus you following the money. So I think the biggest thing is just helping as many people as you can. And, our motto and our hashtag is help others. So if you have the opportunity and you can do anything small, always try to help people.
I agree. And do it in secretive too. I don't post everything out there, right?
Yeah.
Do it in secret as well. Okay. Well, again, tell everyone how to reach you. Tell them one last time.
The best way to reach me is looking me up on Facebook. You're going to look up Joseph Manuel Gonzalez. It's probably a picture of my wife and I. If I had to guess, I don't remember. But there are like 5 jillion Joseph Gonzalez's. So Joseph Manuel Gonzalez is the best way to find me, for sure.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time and giving these gold nuggets to all of our listeners. So everyone listening, remember, it's all about the power of wow. So keep on wowing. Thank you, Joseph. Have an amazing day.
Thank you.